Welcome, everybody. Today we have a really fun exercise to do together. So go ahead, silence your cell phones, turn off the volume on your computer, minimize your email browser, close the door, just whatever it is that you need to do. I just remembered I have another piece of technology in here that I don't usually have. So I wanted to just make sure that it was also silenced. Sorry about that. And this meditation can be done sitting or standing, lying down. Just bring yourself into a comfortable position. And we'll begin just by gently closing the eyes, or maybe just shifting the gaze downward. Just taking a moment to kind of soften our face a little bit. Try to release the jaw. So just put a little gap between the teeth. That way we're not clenching like we sometimes do. And allow that relaxation to continue to flow down the body, coming next to the neck. And just feeling release there. You can move around like I am, or you can stay still. And the shoulders, just if you're seated, gently tucking the shoulder blades back and down. If you're lying down, just letting the shoulder blades really sink down into the ground. And into our chest, open and relaxed. Down into our tummy relaxed. Really allow the air to fill the belly and the rib cage. Let our midsection really expand as we inhale and collapse as we exhale. Moving down to the hips and just softening the hips, relaxing our glute muscles, allowing them to take a little break, and down through our quads, releasing there. Again, if we're lying down, just kind of allowing the back of our legs to melt down into the ground. If you're seated, just finding a way to relax the body there. Now do the calves, allowing them to just melt. The ankles, releasing those as well. And the feet, just letting the whole body be very relaxed and alert at the same time. I know it sounds like a contradiction, but we can be present, and that is essentially being relaxed and alert, because we're not holding on to regret or worry. And so we just allow ourselves to relax into this moment. And now we begin our little visualization, just calling to mind the goal that you have. And this can be something that you've really wanted for your whole life. It can be a goal that you have to complete today. It can be something you want to do over the weekend. This doesn't have to be, there's no rules, right? This can be a big life-altering goal, or it can even be just you want to finish an email today, whatever it is. Just call that to mind and begin to think about what that is. Just become kind of familiar with it. And if it's a vague idea, that's fine as well. If the goal is, I want to be happy, then think of that as your goal. If the goal is very specific, I want to buy this house that is at this address, then think of that. So there's no right or wrongs here. We're just calling to mind a goal. Now we're we're thinking about this goal, begin to picture what success will look like for you. So we've magically jumped into a future time where you have already completed this goal, and now we're living in that reality. So what does that look like for you? What kind of people are around you? How do you look? How do you feel? Maybe even what are you wearing? How are your family and friends responding? Just what are the different things that are changing in your life because you have found success with this goal? So begin to imagine that, and imagine this in as much detail as you can. So if the goal was to send out this email today, right? If you have a work task that you would really like to finish today, you can begin to picture that and just imagine, after I send the email, I'm going to feel relieved because that task is done. I'm going to feel peaceful. I'll be able to go into the weekend feeling joy. My family or my roommate will be so grateful because I am happy and relaxed. If the goal is to buy a new house, picture yourself inside that house. Picture your family there. Picture your pet there, whoever might be joining you in that home. Maybe picture how you've decorated the room or what you've done with the place once you've moved in. Just imagine in as much detail as you can. And there's really no wrong way to visualize something. For me, I'm very visual, so when I start to picture, I can really see the details. I can really experience it in my mind's eye. For some people, their brain just doesn't work that way, and that's totally fine as well. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong or anything like that. So for some people, I have a friend who he doesn't really do visual memory, but he has like feeling memory. So when he talks about a game, sports are his thing. So when he talks about a football game or whatever it might be, he can analytically remember like the details that happened, like the team scored this many, this quarterback did this thing, and I was so excited. And for me, I would remember more like I was sitting with my friends, we were having a good time, and our team won, right? So however it is that you visualize, that you think of these things in your mind, just keep doing that. So we're picturing our success. We have achieved our goal. And begin to, if you haven't already, begin to connect with how this makes you feel once you've achieved that goal. How emotionally, where are you once you have met this goal? Are you satisfied? Are you hungry for more? Are you relieved? Are you happier than you've ever been? Just what emotionally does this success mean for you? Begin to feel that and allow those feelings to even come into your body. We physically manifest our feelings quite often, and we might feel joy in our heart. We might get a gut feeling that something is wrong or right. So just begin to feel those emotions in your body, emotions that are generated from your success in reaching your goal. And now we'll add another layer. Begin to imagine the impact that your success in your goal has on the people in your life. For example, if your goal was to buy a new home, that would probably have an impact on your family or your friends or your pets, um, just whoever might be impacted by your goal. And start to think about the positive ways that your success will impact them. You know, my friends are going to be so happy to come over to our new home because the backyard is so big and we can have backyard barbecues. Of course, once we're done social distancing. um, but just think about those positive impacts that your success can have on your immediate circle, as well as that next level out of people, of your community or your coworkers, people that maybe aren't close friends, but you still impact their lives. It's just beginning to imagine all those wonderful people and how happy they're going to be because of your success. And how maybe even your success might help some of them. And as we're imagining our goal, our success of that goal, how it impacts our lives, the feelings and emotions that the success brings up, and then the impact of our success, the positive impact of our success on the people around us. Just kind of bringing that all together, tying a little bow on top. And continuing to just imagine that happiness and excitement. And while we're here in this elevated mood and this elevated energy, just beginning to kind of bring ourselves back, remembering that our success can have positive impact on the lives of many, not just ourselves, but those around us in our community. Just thinking about how great it is going to be once we achieve our goals. And beginning to bring ourselves back. And perhaps opening the eyes if you feel ready. Just making sure the body is awake and alert. So this exercise we just did is a great way to manifest, which essentially means to help your goals to come true, to bring about things that you want in life. Our energy attracts the things that we put it towards. So if we're putting our energy into thinking about our success, then our success will be attracted to us and want to come to us. And so if we do this practice, especially if we do this practice regularly, we will begin to see lots and lots of success. I actually did this morning when I was getting dressed because I wanted to wear a pair of pants and I didn't know where they were. And so I closed my eyes and I pictured myself wearing the pants, and then a light switch came on And I knew right where to find them. And, that's a very, very simple example, but these are the kinds of powerful things that we can do in our lives. So if you have big goals that you want to get, use this method and go out and get them. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a wonderful and a very successful day. We'll talk soon.